Hello to everyone at Change Group. My name is Jack Clark and I'm the Partnerships Director here at United World Schools. Now I'd love to just spend a couple of minutes just telling you a little bit about what we do as a charity, why we do it, and the huge impact you're making to a remote community on the other side of the world. Now, United World Schools' mission is really simple. We aim to teach the unreached, to provide education to children who can't access any other alternative. To date, we've built just over 100 schools across 3 countries, Cambodia, Myanmar and Nepal. We've educated 25,000 out-of-school kids. But we want to do much more than that. Our mission is to reach 50,000 in the next 12 to 18 months. And with your help, we'll do that. So what we do is we only work with communities that desperately need an education. And that means we work with communities where there's no other form of education within 3 hours walk. If they can access another school, we won't build it. We only build a school where they're willing to send all of their children. That means girls as well as boys. Because in the places we work, you're twice as likely to go to school if you're a boy than a girl. And finally, we only build a school where they want an education. This is not us forcing anyone to go to school. It's only where they really want an education, but they either can't access it or the government won't provide it. And then we build a very simple four classroom school on a raised platform. We make it completely free for children. We train up local people as teachers, and that's great because in the places we work, very few of the community will actually speak the national language. So you get in people who are trusted by the community, from their community. In somewhere like Cambodia, where your school is, just 40 years ago, Pol Pot killed a third of the population, and particularly targeting anyone with an education. So actually, employing local people as teachers builds trust within the community. But then we also bring in government teachers, and these bring in the ambition. These are often young women who have gone to university and are now being sent by the government into the school. And what's great about these is, in the places we work, like northern Cambodia, the average age a girl gets married is 12, 13. Where we bring a government teacher in, that rises straight away to kind of 14, 15. Because they get to see the opportunities and the difference that education can make, and that maybe the alternative lifestyle. They bring ambition throughout the community. Then we also build a toilet and a well, and these will be the first toilets and well in the entire community. Now look, we've been benefiting for a long time from the support of Change Group and from your CEO, Sasha, who's been funding us for a few years, our internal charity, to grow, to allow us to reach more and more children. But now, we're partnering you with a specific community. And your community is called Kokay. Now, Kokay is in the northern part of the country, in the province of Stung Treng. It's an area that was devastated by Pol Pot in the 1970s and then largely ignored. It's an area covered by rainforest. The area of Kokay, the area of rainforest in Cambodia, has gone from 90% to 3% in the last 30 years. But that last remaining rainforest is all around that kind of Stung Treng, Mondulkiri area. Now it's an area where there are very, very few schools. And in Kokay, there were 137 children who had never seen the inside of a classroom until last year. And then we built them a very simple structure. But what we needed was someone to turn that building, that shell, into a school. And that's what Change Group have done. You bought new resources, books, you're building a garden for them. You allow children to access different opportunities outside of rice farming. You're giving children hope of a different future. Sadly, in northern Cambodia, 23% of children don't make it to being 5 years old. Where we build a school, we teach them to wash their hands, boil their water, and we provide a toilet, we cut that rate by 50%. You're changing the entire lives of these children. There's a great quote by Brian Stevenson that says, "The opposite of poverty isn't wealth, it's justice." Before we build a school, when kids can't read, write or count, when they can't even speak their national language, which only 15% of people in Kokay can do, they can't access any of their rights, they can't defend any of their rights. But thanks to you, by building a school there, they'll get to vote for the very first time. They'll speak and learn the national language. They'll access opportunities outside of their village. their entire future has changed. We really look forward to working with you over this year and the next, telling you more about your school with regular updates. Hopefully getting a couple of you to go out and visit and see the school firsthand. But in the meantime, I just want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a great start to 2019. And we really look forward to working with you. Thank you from everyone at UWS and everyone at KK.